Fun Friday here. Lisa Ann Walter of Abbott Elementary is in studio with us this morning because she's performing here in Atlanta this weekend. Hey!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good, Bert. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thanks for coming in today.
Oh, my goodness. It's my pleasure.
Actually,
if I could have gotten here on, a little bit earlier, it would have been a miracle because Atlanta traffic.
I know, right? It's 24/7. You know that, right?
I know. I've been here quite a bit, and it is exactly the same as it's always been.
It's getting worse.
It's a lot of fun. It's creative.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Get on the road and people are like, you know what? I'm going to do 2 lanes right now. Just straddle 2 lanes today.
everybody's the main character in their car in the city.
That's exactly true.
Yes.
Beautiful way to put it. Thank you for that.
Now, and I wanted to say welcome back because you adore Atlanta. You almost moved here.
I did. It's true. I know all your neighborhoods. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe I want to live over by the several gorgeous malls. Maybe I want to be up in Sandy Springs on the outskirts. My best friend Elaine Hendricks, who was the mean girlfriend in The Parent Trap, she moved here because she was shooting Dynasty up in Norcross, and she was in Virginia Highlands for a while. I loved it. I thought it was like really cool, really funky,
Isn't it?
and I just loved all the neighborhoods. I love the people. I love the food. Oh my God, you can't die. Do you know I shot a movie here back in I think 6, 7, something like that, movie Killers. And I had no idea that I was supposed to be like the sexy cougar assassin. I found out when I got to town because I looked at my wardrobe and it was mini skirts and like 8-inch heels. And I was like, oh my God, I can't eat any biscuits. Like that's my first thought was I cannot eat the food here. So on this trip, I'm planning on going to Mary Mac's. I'm going to do it up. I'm going to grease it up.
Yeah, you know. You're not just playing. You know.
No, I know the town. I love it.
Now, Kristen is a huge fan of Abbott Elementary. I mean, we come in here
Adore the
and
show.
we're talking
Thank
about
you.
different shows to watch, and she constantly brings it up.
It's just it's so well written. It's so well acted. It's so it's funny and touching. Like it covers all the bases. And I think what you guys have done for teachers, I know there's for medical professionals, there's certain medical shows that hit better than others. And I feel like with Abbott Elementary, teachers watch that show and go, yes, I go through that every day.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we get beautiful mail from teachers saying it's so true to life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really nice when people say, I wasn't going to get certified or I was away from the profession and the show made me want to come back. And there's nothing more gratifying than that. Although I feel a little guilty, okay, so your crap salary is now my fault. I'm going to get blamed for that. But there's nothing better to hear. And some of them say it's a little too real. I have PTSD. And I don't know if I want to watch that, but I think Quinta does a great job. And Quinta Brunson is just a wunderkind. She's amazingly talented. And being able to translate the real stories, we have a bunch of writers that were teachers. And so they're pulling from real life. And she did from her mom's experience. And my mom was a teacher, so.
I was going to say, I'm sure as you're acting, Melissa Shemini, I mean, do you channel some of your mom in some of the scenes?
Yeah, 100%. Not just my mom. My mom a little bit because she was a Sicilian broad teaching in an urban school. She taught in D.C. And so there was a lot of that kind of translation of this Sicilian, New York toughness into an urban school. But then I bring in, a little bit of this character, just a little bit of a little rough and tough tomboy. That was not my mom.
When you read this script, and again, because I mean, just out the first episode, watching it, this is going to be a hit. Did you feel that?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Did you?
You know what? In my business, that's a great question, Bert. A lot of us will say that on shooting the pilot, we had a vibe because when the chemistry's right. You guys have chemistry here, right?
For sure.
So when it's cooking and it's back and forth rat-a-tat and you're just firing on all cylinders. You walk out of that hit and you go, that was good. That was good. And we felt like that in the pilot. When I sat down next to Cheryl, within 20 minutes, we were on the way to being best friends. As women, that can happen in a ladies' room.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll turn around. There's a drunk girl crying.
Yep.
You compliment each other's shoes, and then you're
Tell her
giving
to
her.
dump the bomb.
You're like, well, then why are you going back out there? You and me right now. We go to Waffle House. We end this now. We'll go pick up your kids. You can become best friends as women instantaneously. And we felt like that. And I remember Cheryl talks about turning to Tyler and saying, "You feel that?" And we kind of did just from shooting it, but yeah, we knew, I think.
So Lisa Ann Walter's going to be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater at Underground Atlanta tonight and tomorrow night. We'll link up to that on thebertshow.com. While we have you here, and we only have a couple of minutes left.
No, I talk too much.
No, it's not you. These, radio.
Yeah, I know. I do.
So I'm going to ask you a question that's impossible to answer in just like 2.5 minutes, but I think it's good timing or bad timing that you're here today with the strike going on.
I know.
So,
yeah.
From the outside looking in, I don't think people understand the industry. They probably think, it's millionaires just looking for more money. Can you explain?
No. Oh my gosh, such an astute observation. Bert, you're good at this, it turns out.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah. I'm done after this, Bert. I'm literally retiring after this.
He's going to be a fitness model. Somebody told me when I was walking in here, Bert was jacked. I'm like, good morning.
This is my 15-year-old shirt. That's it.
No, it's not your 15-year-old body. Let me tell you something. Hey, good morning, Atlanta. That's because I'm avoiding the question. Here's the deal. Yes, you're right. People think, why are those spoiled, jerky, rich people crying about they don't get enough money? That's not who you're fighting for. They can negotiate a contract. There's enough people that are industry savvy in Atlanta now. It's become another industry town. I had 4 people last night that were in the club that were, working in production. And we were all talking about what do we think it's going to last. What it is, honestly, is the lowest of the low guy, that the background guy, the day player can't fight for a contract. There's some things that are a problem. The AI, there's a lot I can't talk about because I was on the negotiating committee, but the stuff that's out there in the press already, the stuff where they want to take background, shoot them for one day, pay them for one day, and then they own you for life. They feed it into an AI generator and they basically can recreate you doing anything in the world. You're in an orgy scene now, which for you, Bert, would be perfect. But I don't know.
I assure you someone's going to be disappointed if I'm in that scene.
By the way, all right, I'm not going there. But they never have to pay you again. They never have to give you another dime, and they can do whatever No, and there's things like that, like raising minimums, like streaming residuals, which they cry poor mouth all the time. You know how the bosses are. Every boss is like, we don't have any money. It's like, what are you doing with it? CEO salaries. So I mean, that's what it is. It's just fighting for this stuff for the little guy, and I hope that we put it to bed soon because I can't wait to get back to work.
All right, that's the not so fun stuff. The fun stuff is happening at Atlanta Comedy Theater at Underground Atlanta tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah, beautiful club.
Yeah.
So, beautiful. You got to come in and see it. It was I was like, what? Ooh, I'm out. I'm clubbing now.
Tickets are available at atlcomedytheater.com. Obviously, what you just heard, you're going to have a great time tonight and tomorrow night if you go.
Yeah, please come down. We have a good time.
Gosh, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Anytime you're in Atlanta, you come in here.
Okay,
hang
absolutely.
with us.
Now that I know where it is.
He'll wear a tighter shirt next time.
Or no shirt.
Or somewhere in the middle, mesh.
We want her to come back. Okay.
It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
So, first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.